So now I'll definitely start this review by saying is that if you're looking for the best, latest and greatest, best technology in an iPhone, on paper, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is definitely the way to go. It's going to have all the newest upgrades, top of the line stuff that's not in this iPhone 12. However, what the iPhone 12 lacks in new, awesome, cool, upgradable stuff, it makes up for in usability and comfort and an overall great iPhone experience. So with this iPhone 12, you're going to be getting a 6.1 inch OLED display that's HDR ready. And on the front, you're still getting that really cool ceramic shield that has the 4-time drop protection. So if you're a clumsy person like I am and you drop your phone every now and then, you're definitely going to want to get that. And also, like I said before, you're getting that brand new Apple design. That's just a little bit more boxier and a little bit more squared off than the more sleeker, rounded designs that Apple's released with its older iPhones. Now, I know it's really a dated statement and kind of antiquated, and I hate it also when reviewers say that this thing feels really good in the hands, but in this case, it actually does. The iPhone 12 is extremely comfortable to hold. It feels really good in your hands, and the material itself is still a little bit slippery, but you can expect that. New shiny phones are going to be slippery, but with this boxy design, it does have a really great holdability. And I know holdability is not a word, but we're going to go ahead and make it a word, because the ability to hold on to this iPhone without fear that it's going to slip out of your hands, fall, drop, you just have a really good grip on it. I don't know if it's because it doesn't have those smooth off edges that the other iPhones or some of these other phones have, and a really boxier, squared off, sharper edges just give you a better grip. All in all, it feels really great in the phone, and with the smaller form factor, it actually feels like it fits this design a lot better than the iPhone 12 Pro Max did, for me anyway. Again, just a personal opinion. Don't kill the messenger, don't attack me, but the iPhone 12 Pro Max for me, as awesome as that phone looked and as awesome as that phone was, it felt a little bit bulky, and the large screen didn't fit that squared off design as well as this iPhone 12 does, again, in my opinion. And we come to the camera system. As always, I am not a great camera reviewer because I'm not a great picture taker and I'm not a professional photographer. I just do YouTube videos. But I really like these cameras. I think that they're extremely serviceable for everything that you want to do. You're still getting that same based ultra wide and wide angle camera. You're not getting the inclusion of the LiDAR camera that's in the Pro version of these models, but you are getting the addition to shoot Dolby Vision HDR, recording up to 30 frames per second. So you can capture some really awesome color rich videos, and everything is just going to look so crisp and clean being captured on the iPhone 12. So you're getting some upgraded camera module-ness in the cameras themselves. I usually don't use my cameras to take any kind of really great pictures that are going to be posted up in the loo or something like that. I just take pictures sometimes for social media, and I do take pictures for thumbnails for my YouTube channel, and I just take some random pictures sometimes when I'm at work. But I really like the idea of just taking a camera out of your pocket without doing any kind of configurations and being able to take a really great picture. And these cameras do just that. And I think it's an attestament to how Apple fine-tunes not only its camera systems within the phone, but also the software that's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. So a novice like me can just actually pull out the camera in a moment and capture that moment without having to worry about it's too blurry, or I was too far away, or I didn't have the right angle, and everything just looks off. These cameras do a great job doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and I think you can get some really crisp, clean, clear pictures out of these things. And for the average user that's taking pictures of family moments, especially during the holidays, or just taking moments in general, you're going to get some really clean pictures that you can post up on your walls or post on social media using these iPhone 12 cameras. And another big change from the 11 to the 12 is the inclusion of 5G technology. All iPhone 12 models this year are going to support 5G, whether it's in your area or not. Companies have begun rolling out some of these 5G antennas, and this kind of does make the iPhone 12 a little bit more future-proof, and it'll work perfectly when those 5G networks are up and running. So if you're 1, 2, maybe 3 generations back on an iPhone, this may be a good reason for you to upgrade to the iPhone 12 to kind of future-proof it. That way, when these 5G technologies become a thing, you're not left behind. And you're also getting the A14 Bionic chip. That's Apple's latest and greatest chip. It comes with a ton of processing power, and I can tell you that this phone does an amazing job of handling just about anything I can throw at it. I am not the most sophisticated phone user per se. I don't do business on my phone. I don't do editing or anything crazy like that. I mainly just use my phone for social media, emailing, watching videos, surfing the web, reading content, and just generalized things. And I can tell you it handles it blazing fast. I was opening and closing applications with no problem. Left applications running in the background while I was playing videos, while I was playing video games, while I was watching movies, while I was reading articles. It didn't stutter, it didn't hiccup, it didn't freeze, but it's an testament to just the overall optimization of iOS 14 coupled with the future-proofing power of the A14 Bionic chip. Another great buying reason for someone who is 1, 2, or maybe 3 generations back with an older iPhone. You're going to get a lot more processing power, and this processing power can last you for a really long time. Now, my overall use case when it comes to mobile devices is I'm an extremely heavy user. I spend a lot of screen on time on my phone. It's usually a couple of hours a day watching YouTube videos, surfing the net, simply just picking my phone up and turning on the screen for no apparent reason at all. Going to social media, viewing the exact same thing I've already viewed on social media a minute ago. But I do have my phone screens on a ton, and I can tell you that the battery life for the iPhone 12 really did sustain my heavy use case for the most part. It gave me about 2 full days worth of battery I had to charge on the end of the second day, which is not the best, but it's also not the worst. And for most people, you're moving from charger to charger anyway, so you just want to make sure that in that use case where you do miss the opportunity to charge your phone during the day, that by the end of the day, you're not going to be completely drained of battery. And I can tell you that this phone, not only with the battery that's inside, but with the optimizations that Apple's done with iOS 14, actually give you a really great battery experience for the average use case. So you're going to be able to go through the entire day, use your phone without having to worry about draining the battery, and when you get home, charge it up and you're good to go. If you miss a charge, it's not the end of the world. This is going to carry you through. Now, reviewing iPhones can be difficult because sometimes it's really just incremental changes and little adjustments here or there that Apple makes. But from a generational standpoint, I think that the iPhone 12, this base model iPhone, if you're 1, 2, maybe 3 generations back and you just have an older iPhone, I think the iPhone 12 possesses all the things that you would need and benefit you to upgrade to this newer iPhone. It has a new, better overall design, in my opinion. It has upgraded carrier technology with the 5G, stronger screen with the ceramic shield, a faster processor with the A14 Bionic chip. It has a somewhat upgraded camera system where you're able to shoot HDR, Dolby Vision at 30 frames per second. And like I said, a streamlined camera technology anyway that's going to be great for any novice that can just pull it out of their pocket and take some really great pictures. And without a doubt, this is probably one of the first times in iPhone history that iOS 14 is as customizable as it is with the new widgets and just the new things that they're introducing with iOS 14. I do think now is probably one of the best times to upgrade to an iPhone, especially if you've been holding off on an older one. And the iPhone 12 is a really great option and probably one of the best iPhone experiences you can get for an average consumer.